The Vanguard beta, yeah, it's a thing that's going on at the moment, and I have a couple of opinions on it. Before I get into my overall opinions of the beta, there is a specific issue that I would like to highlight because, oh my goodness, it is something that needs to be adjusted before launch. Based on the title, you should probably already know what to expect. The thing that I'm talking about is the visibility in this game, because quite literally every single gunfight is affected in one way or another by how terrible it is. Not only do guns eject an obscene amount of smoke out of the barrel, they also quite literally have the ability to bend space-time. This year's Call of Duty sees the addition of interactive environments in the form of light destructibility and weather effects, but this destruction also leads to an annoying amount of dust being everywhere about 2 minutes into the match. I think the best way for me to show you the issues is for me to show some clips and break it down. Let's first look at some smoke machines. I mean gunfire, in normal speed. At full speed, it surely does look chaotic, but nothing that seems too crazy in of itself. But let me tell you, playing it yourself, there are constant moments that make you feel like you're firing blind, and depending on the enemy's actions, will get you killed. Let's take a look at it again in slow motion. With this first guy, the flag that he is next to just explodes into this gust of smoke, and this is something that will happen nearly everywhere if you shoot anywhere near the environment. Smoke and dust will kick up, which in of itself is a nice looking effect, but what do I see here? If the enemy decides to slide, or crouch, or strafes to my right, sure, I would know by following the name tag above his head, so I would roughly know where to shoot, but that shouldn't be the thing that I aim based upon. The second enemy hangs out on the bar, which actually has a destructible wall at the start of the round. Shooting anywhere near that kicks up this crazy amount of dust, and here we are again, zero visibility. I do manage to finish him off between all the smoke and the dust, but you might be wondering, what are these explosions around us? Well, that's the interaction of FMJ bullets hitting the bar. That's also what I got murdered by. Yes, I didn't die to a micro-missile barrage. I died to a Thompson with FMJ. Alrighty, next we jump onto another map, Red Star. This is a somewhat larger map in which it snows, with 2 main interiors, 3, but the third one isn't really used. Now, the snow itself isn't really a problem here, and the faraway fog look on the outside could be worse as well, not that it's good. So what is the real big problem of this map? It's actually the inside. As we turn into this corner here, we're going to play a game. Spot the enemy. No, really, there is a not dead enemy on your screen right now. This one in front? No, that's a dead friendly. Let's try the next frame. There we go, clearly... No, never mind. Okay, one more frame, I suppose. Aha! There we go. As we should have easily seen, totally not because of the red dot that popped up, he's right there! Okay, maybe this is a little unfair because of all the tags that are right there as well, but the general fog that hangs out in this building is just a little extreme. Not to say the outside is perfect, the fog creates this kind of discoloration effect that just makes everything look like mud in the distance, making it extremely tough to distinguish one thing from another. Add the smoke from your gun on top of that and tracking an enemy becomes absolutely impossible on a distance. Now, there are gun setups that make the gun muzzle smoke you experience a lot less, and I definitely make use of those. As you can see with this current LMG setup, it's not that bad actually, but it would be nice if just overall it would be toned down a lot. The previous 2 Call of Duty games haven't been immune to visibility issues. Beta Modern Warfare was heavily criticized for how dark it was in some places, and up until recently it was still a major complaint in Warzone, because people could occasionally win a gunfight in an unsatisfactory way from hanging out in the dark and you not being able to see them. But the Vanguard beta in comparison has these issues not occasionally. It has them present in about 3/4 of the gunfights you have, if not more, depending on your gun setup or the map. It's important to remember that we are just in the beta, and there is a big likelihood that things will change and they will be looked at and adjusted. Some visibilities are what I assume glitches around the destructible environment, because it's destroyed, but not really. But because of those destructibles being such an integral part of this game, and a selling point to them, I assume they're going to stick with a certain amount of dust and such that it still brings annoyance. But then again, Modern Warfare's focus on brightness differences was also dialed back quite heavily after the beta, so who knows, really? What I do know is that I do lean onto the side that feels that the visibility needs to be improved if they want people to feel like they're actually the ones in control of the gunfights. I also think, overall, the game would look even better if they went for a cleaner look. So, if you've played the game, what do you think of the visibility? Is it a major deal breaker? Is it something you'll just play through and get used to? If you haven't played the game, how does it look on video? Let me know, because I'm curious to see how others feel about this. While this video has been hyper-focused on just the visibility, there will still be a video focusing on my overall thoughts and opinions of this beta, probably released somewhere in the coming week, which, when released, will be linked up in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. And now the YouTuber says, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. YouTube.